Some kids carry more than books in their backpacks. They carry their family's troubles, the hurt of mean words, and hopes for a better future. For Sam Walker, life is a fight to be seen for his heart, not his looks. This is his story of grit, hard work, and rising above problems. Sam Walker, a 17-year-old, walked home through Chicago's cold streets, his old shoes hitting the ground. He felt older than his age. His loose hoodie covered his heavy build, and his pimple-covered face made him look down. At Chicago High School, kids picked on him. They called him Fatty or Pimple Face, pushing him into lockers or tripping him in the canteen. The worst was Tyson Brooks, a basketball star who once spilled Sam's lunch tray on the floor, laughing as others joined in. Home was tough too. Sam's mother, Maria Walker, worked long hours at a diner, her hands rough from washing dishes. After Sam's father died in a car crash 3 years ago, she was the only one earning money. Unpaid bills, rent, electricity, and Sam's music class fees at school piled up on the kitchen table. Maria wanted Sam to stay in the music class, saying, "You've got talent, Sammy. Don't waste it." Her tired smile hid her worries, but Sam saw the late payment notices and heard her late-night calls with people she owed money to. He felt bad for adding to her problems. In his small bedroom, Sam found peace in music. He wrote words in an old notebook, filling it with his pain and dreams. He wanted to sing on stage but was scared, afraid people would make fun of him. "Who'd care what I say?" he thought, looking at his face in a broken mirror. One Saturday, his cousin Emma Walker, a college student who loved fashion, visited. She saw Sam lost in his music, earphones on. "You're hiding, Sam," she said kindly. "Let me help you show the world who you are." Sam wasn't sure, but said yes. Emma took him to a shop selling used clothes, picking a cool jacket, jeans, and boots that made him feel strong. She showed him how to fix his curly hair and care for his skin to reduce pimples. In the mirror, Sam saw a new version of himself, not perfect, but brave. "This is you," Emma said. "Now fight for your dreams." Fight for what? Sam wondered, nervous but hopeful. On Monday, Sam walked into Chicago High School looking different. His new clothes got attention. Some looks were mean, but others were friendly. A few girls smiled, and Jake, a quiet boy who played guitar in the music club, nodded at him. Sam felt a little brave, like he could breathe easier. He joined the music club, which he'd avoided because he feared being laughed at. There, he met Jane Parker, a kind girl who wrote songs, and Marcus Lee, a happy drummer. But the bullying didn't stop. Tyson and his friends stopped Sam in the hallway, making fun of his new clothes. "Think a jacket makes you less of a loser?" Tyson laughed, pushing Sam against a locker. The crowd's laughter hurt, but Sam remembered Emma's words. "Stand up for yourself." The music club announced a citywide talent show, with a prize of recording in a real studio and singing at a local festival. Sam's heart jumped. Music was his escape, his way to share his feelings. The rules said performers must work in pairs. Jane chose Sam after reading his words in the club. "Your words are true," she said, her eyes kind. "Let's make something special." Jane had her own problems. As a biracial teen, she faced mean comments about not fitting in. Together, they wrote a song about their struggles, Sam's loss of his father, his mother's hard work, and the bullying that hurt him inside. His words were simple but real. Jane added a beautiful tune, her voice strong in practice. They became close, sharing their fears. But Sam worried his new look was a lie, that Tyson was right. He was still worthless inside. As the talent show got closer, the bullying got worse. Tyson's friends tripped Sam in the canteen, spilling his food. "Nice try, Pimpleface," one teased, taking a photo that spread online. Sam's courage broke. He stopped wearing his new clothes, going back to old hoodies. At home, Maria noticed he was quiet. "What's wrong, Sammy?" she asked after a long shift, her voice tired. "I can't do the show, Ma," Sam said, tears in his eyes. "I'm not good enough. Everyone knows it." He didn't mention the school fees she struggled to pay, feeling guilty for her hard work. Maria sat with him, her hands shaking from being tired. "When your papa died, I thought I couldn't go on," she said. "But I did, for you. You're stronger than you know, Sammy. Don't let those boys stop you." Her words hurt and helped. Sam thought of his mother's sore feet after work, her smile despite long hours. He remembered his father singing old songs with him. But at school, Tyson's teasing grew louder. Someone wrote "loser" on Sam's locker, and the laughter followed him. He skipped music club, ignored Jane's calls, and almost gave up. One evening, Jane found him at a park, holding his notebook tightly. "Sam, you're giving up," she said, sitting beside him. The city was noisy, cars honking, kids playing nearby. "This song isn't just for you. It's for everyone who feels hurt, unseen. Don't let Tyson win." Sam's throat tightened. He thought of his mother's struggles and his father's guitar at home. Jane was right. This was bigger than him. It was for his mother, for himself, for every kid who felt they didn't belong. The talent show arrived, and the community center was full of excitement. Bright lights lit the stage, the crowd packed with students, parents, and local musicians. Sam stood backstage in his jacket, heart beating fast. Tyson and his partner Jaden, a talented rapper, were the favorites, their practice smooth and strong. Sam felt small, but Jane's hand on his shoulder calmed him. "We're sharing our story," she said. "That's enough." When their names were called, Sam froze. The crowd's eyes felt like they saw all his flaws. But he thought of his mother, who took a rare night off to sit in the front row. He thought of his father, who loved his voice. Sam stepped onto the stage, guitar in hand, and played the first note. The room went quiet. Jane's voice joined, clear and soulful, as they sang their song. Sam's voice shook at first, but grew strong. The words carried his pain, his father's death, his mother's struggles, the bullying that tried to break him. The crowd listened closely, some nodding, others with tears. A girl in the back, who'd been teased herself, held her friend's hand. When they finished, the crowd clapped loudly, louder than for Tyson's act. Sam and Jane didn't win the recording session. Tyson and Jaden's big performance took the prize, but Sam felt lighter, like a weight was gone. Backstage, his mother hugged him tightly, tears in her eyes. "I'm so proud, Sammy," she whispered. Strangers came up saying, "Your song touched my heart." Even Tyson, standing nearby, muttered, "Not bad," before walking away. Sam didn't give up. He worked hard, singing at local events, open mics, and community shows, sometimes in his new jacket, sometimes not. Each time he sang, he felt braver. He and Jane kept writing songs, and Marcus joined them, making a trio that brought crowds to their feet. One night, a music company heard Sam at a busy cafe. They loved his honest words and offered him a deal to record and sell his music. Sam worked day and night, writing songs and recording in the studio. His music, full of real feelings, won fans across the city. After months of effort, the company gave him a check for $10,000, a huge reward for his hard work. That night, Sam rushed home, his heart full of joy. Maria was at the kitchen table looking worried as she sorted bills. Sam placed the check in her hands, his smile wide. "Ma, this is for us," he said, his voice strong. "Pay the bills, clear the debts. You don't have to work at the diner anymore." Maria stared at the check, her eyes wide with shock. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she whispered, "Sammy, how?" With that $10,000, she paid off the rent, electricity, school fees, and every debt that had kept them awake at night. The next morning, she walked out of the diner, her shoulders light, a big smile on her face. She was free from the long, tiring shifts. Sam watched her, his heart bursting with pride, and promised to keep singing. For her, for his father's memory, and for his own dreams. Sam's journey isn't about hiding his pain or covering his scars. It's about finding his voice in a world that tried to silence him. With hard work and talent, he turned his dreams into hope, lifting his mother from struggle to freedom. So, listener, what's your dream? What will you fight for? Your stage is ready. Step up and shine. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe and comment below on which topic you want the next video. More stories are coming, and more English too. Thank you.